This is the Worst Birthday Podcast. I'm Michael Kosta. Thanks for listening, everybody. Really appreciate it. We have a great episode this week. We have a great episode every week. It drops Thursdays on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and the All Things Comedy Network. This week we have Sam Tripoli. Very, very funny stand-up comedian based out of L.A. Friend of mine. Everyone's a friend of mine, but he's a fantastic comic. He's all over his podcast, Punch Drunk Sports. He produces a fantastic comedy show called The Naughty Show, which is just dirty, dirty, dirty filth comedy with porn stars, and it's fantastic. Please check out samtripoli.com. Just make sure you become a fan of Sam's because he's always doing something interesting and weird, and he does not go the conventional method, which I think you'll learn through our podcast and through his worst birthday. He's also going to be in a movie called Dying Laughing, which comes out February 24th. It's a comedy documentary. Please check out samtripoli.com, Twitter at Sam Tripoli. Thank you for all your feedback, guys. Your reviews and your ratings on iTunes go a long way. Thank you very, very much. This week, I received a very sweet email from a listener saying thank you for the podcast. I'm not going to share her name because she didn't want that, but you can always email me, michael@michaelkosta.com. Any feedback, any guests that you like, or just private feedback on the show. So thank you very much for that sweet email. If you leave your Twitter handle or your Instagram in the review on iTunes, I will always shout you out, and I really appreciate it. So thank you. It goes a long way. We're getting up to like 50 reviews, and that's great. It really goes a long way. So thank you very much. As always, you can find all of my live dates at michaelkosta.com. If you want a T-shirt that is bright orange with a silhouette of Donald Trump on it, and it says First Orange President, please go to firstorangepresident.biz. I did not think these shirts would be as popular as they are, but people are buying a lot of these shirts. When I'm on the road, it's like crazy. We're selling out of these silly, silly shirts, but they're American-made, American apparel shirts. They're very soft. They're very wearable, and they're funny. If you like Trump, you got a T-shirt that says First Orange President. If you don't like Trump, you got a T-shirt that says First Orange President. They kind of go either way. And he is oranged. It doesn't matter if you support him or not. This guy's spray tan is legit. Okay, so worstbirthday.com. That's all of your worst birthday needs. We've started recording video during these podcasts. So I've got a couple of these episodes banked on audio, but coming soon will be the video of these podcasts as well, which is pretty cool. Gives it another layer. And that'll be posted on worstbirthday.com as well as our YouTube page, which I'm figuring out right now. So look for that eventually. And I want to thank you for listening. I will be in Cleveland February 2 through 4 at Hilarities. What a wonderful comedy theater. If you're in the Cleveland area or the Midwest area, all of my live dates are at michaelkosta.com. Coming up, I'm in Chattanooga. I'm in Asheville. I'm in Winnipeg. I'm all over. Fuck, man. michaelkosta.com. Here is Sam Tripoli. samtripoli.com, his worst birthday. Thank you for listening to the Worst Birthday Podcast. I'm Michael Kosta. Happy worst birthday.
Where do you want me to sit? Here?
Wherever you want. Wherever you want.
Oh, you don't do the video?
I don't do video. Maybe I should, huh?
Dude, just dump it on your YouTube page.
Yeah?
I'm the Paul Revere YouTube. I'm like, everything ebbs and flows, dude. Like I think Instagram videos is going to be the death of Instagram.
They should not have done video.
Because you're watching these girls, and it's like 1,000 people watching her butcher Mariah Carey as she gets ready to go strip. That's all it is.
I wish Instagram, although it killed Vine, the video. So what would you recommend? That I just set up this video? Aaron loves setting up the video. It's his favorite thing.
Dude, have you ever noticed his nipples get harder when he sets up the videos?
So what do? You just dump it on?
Dude, I do a daily rant on my thing. I put a funny little stupid video, and then when I do a podcast, I take the video, I throw it on there, and I'm slowly building it. So it's like,
yeah, but doesn't it hurt? Doesn't it make you feel shitty when you see the 17 people watching it?
No, I don't. Honestly,
you don't care.
Because everybody starts that. I mean, granted, Brogan came in there running because he had a million things, but everybody starts a little. This guy The reason I got started is my friend Jordan was like, dude, I have this friend of mine. He puts out a video every day. He goes, year one, he had 100 followers. After 1 year, he got up to 100 followers. Yeah. He's like, he got kind of stoked. Now he's been doing like 5 or 6 years. He's got over 100,000 followers.
Yeah.
Look at Jimmy Dore, man. Do you know Jimmy Dore?
Yeah.
He has that fucking mini political show he does.
Yeah.
It's blown the fuck up.
Has it?
It's blown the fuck up.
I love Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore is one of these guys that you talk about underrated comedian. I mean, this is a funny fucking dude.
It's blown up, dude.
Okay, you know what? It's just about being consistent, sticking with it.
For me, it's just pick what you want. Are we going?
Yeah, we're going, dude. Come on, shit. Sam Tripoli.
I didn't even know that. Pick where you want to go. What you want to put your time and effort into.
This is one of my favorite things about you, though, Sam, is that whether we're recording or not, you're the same dude. Some people, it's like, oh, recording? Well, hey, everybody.
You get their morning
Sam.
DJ thing.
This is fucking Sam, so that's love about you. So what were you going to say? You pick what you want.
Pick what you invest your time into.
Yeah.
I think Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, they're all going to come and go, ebb and flow.
Okay.
YouTube will always be there.
But your Instagram, you've made an adjustment. You're starting to throw up a lot of funny memes and shit.
Yeah.
And I didn't see that from you a year ago.
Because I figured it out.
Yeah, but they're great, by the way. Very funny. You're one of the few comics that I follow, and I go, I know it's going to make me laugh. Sometimes you get tired of all the self-promotion of anybody.
Right.
But yours, I'm like, I want to see what you're posting because it's funny shit.
I want to talk more shit, but I'm always like, oh, is this going to blow up in my face?
Sure, and of course it will, but that would probably be the best thing that ever happened if it did. But you've made the decision to start making more Instagram memes, is that right?
More Instagram memes, more YouTube. You know, it's like every comic's like, fuck YouTube, guys.
Yeah.
Fuck YouTube. Yeah. They're taking our weekends. I'm like, you could say that, or you can figure out what they're doing and do it. And they literally do. It's so easy what they're doing. People almost think it's insulting.
Yeah.
But it's such like, hey, let's open this thing, and here's a video of us seeing what's
unboxing.
In it.
I mean, I 100% am exactly who you're describing. I even went to the YouTube space in Playa del Rey. By the way, a $500 million space. Amazing. They had a comedy show. Do you know what I did for 10 minutes? I yelled at them about how they're ruining stand-up comedy. Yeah. And it's like, stop bitching and just try to adjust, because this is what people are responding to.
Dude, I have this app. It just helps me edit videos, and I just guerrilla style it, and I just rant for a day. And sometimes I'll get 50 views, and then once in a while I'll get 3,000. But that's within like the first 3 months of doing it with no big name thing behind me right now. Like my last thing was a long time ago on Spike TV, so everything now is just like lil. I just started a new like kind of once in a while podcast. I got a lot of love, like this conspiracy theory podcast. So I just took that, dumped that on there, got a bunch of views on that, and it's just like little
and
thing.
It's content, right? Yeah.
We think we are from. I'm older than you, but we come from the thing like hold everything till it's perfect, then release it.
Yeah.
This new thing is dump. Have them so they gotta check in with you every day, and that they get into the rhythm of checking in with you every day.
I 100%. So I have drafts of tweets that I don't send because I'm still thinking, and it's like, dude, stop overthinking it. Just fucking send it. It's gone tomorrow.
You're awesome, dude. You know.
Here we go.
You're just the one. You're just the one thing away from getting where you need to be, and it's gonna happen. Like you did our project, and
that was
knocked it out of the park. And
what a fun project!
Well, well,
this was a game show that you, Al Madrigal,
and Josh Nasser.
Josh Nasser. Is that it? That's 3 people?
Yeah, the 3 of us developed it, and then it was just a weird way it came together, and it just like, because we were actually thinking like, hey, dude, Al would be a great host for this. So I'm like, hey, man, we got this game show. He's like, I got too much stuff going on. I love
I'm
Al.
making too much money.
Dude, what is it called? Positions? Mm-hmm. Is that the thing? You know you're in the industry when you're talking positions?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm in like I got shit in the 4th
position.
I'm like, what are you talking about? But he goes, my friend just hit me up, and he's looking for game shows. So we perfected this idea, and we sent it to him, and he's like, I'm sitting here with Jordy. We read it. It's awesome. And it just took off from there.
Yeah.
And then, it just ran, and It was such an interesting.
It's fun.
It's just such interesting when you're in there and it's like such inside baseball and you're just like, oh, this is what's going on. That's going on. And so I just kind of sat back and watched, and I had to check my ego to let fucking like, sometimes you got to let the people do what they do what they do.
Correct.
And you just got to let go, and you can't be like, no, I want to put my fingerprints all over this.
Right.
You got to be like, nope, just let it go.
You guys were. It was so fun to work for comics because you just let the comics be comics.
I was just like, go harder.
Yeah, you were like, be meaner. Yeah. But I mean,
I was like, don't listen to him.
If anything, it was like, hey man, this is funny. Like, just be you, and that's never what anybody says. It's always like, can you try this? But
I felt like at the first you were kind of like, well, you guys are weird. I can't. And then at the end you were just like, boom, 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 boom.
It's fun. It's a game show they created called Squabble for Comedy Central's branding unit. Hopefully you'll see it soon, ladies and gentlemen.
I think it's going to be on TV.
I would love that. Before we pressed record, I asked you about Edmonton. And you had said that people don't want to hear the truth. Well, tell me about that week and why you came to that conclusion.
At the end of 2016, I know we're not there, but I was doing a lot of road. And I just was in Chicago at this great club called the Comedy Bar, but like every fucking night, there was some white chick
always
who wanted to talk to management. And just wanted to talk to management about what I was talking about on stage. And this girl came out. It's like I'm a weird guy because like if I don't walk a table, I feel like I've lost a little edge.
Right.
But like I walked in, they're like, like 2 weeks ago, this guy walked like 4 people over the weekend. I'm like, oh
shit,
get ready for a high score. Are you ready?
What are you saying that's upsetting them?
Nothing that bad.
But give me some examples of some of your topics. For people that don't know Sam Tripoli's comedy.
Well, this woman came up to me and she was like, first she talked to management. I talked to her and she literally had the look of like, why did you choke my puppy out? That's how her look on her face was.
Right.
And I go, what the problem is? She was telling me like what she like her thing was, why are you punching down, punch up?
Right.
And I'll get into that. But
right.
And like she was like, you're talking about doing coke off girls' asses, and then you're talking about how like if you're a teacher, if you're gonna fuck your students, you should teach GED class because those kids won't call the cops because they have warrants out for their arrest, right? Which are all Tripoli classics.
Come on,
man.
These are Tripoli classics.
Classics, right? And she's just like, you just gotta learn you gotta punch up, not punch down. And I'm like, that's all from your perspective and what your view of me is. And you think, and when you say punch up, you just basically make fun of white guys.
Make fun of white people. All it does. Make fun of white males. That's the only thing we're allowed to make fun of now.
And dude, I got a couple things on that. The funniest thing about Chicago is like this club is 10 miles away from Chirac.
Correct. The most murderous city of our country.
In the world, man. We're talking like Baghdad, Kabul, like we're banging those kind of numbers out. And this lady's worried about dick jokes.
Yeah.
Like if you care so much about the world, go fucking volunteer in Chirac, man.
Right. They always, you can make fun of fat people, they laugh. You can make fun of Asians being bad drivers, they laugh. But then you make fun of something that is dear to them, and now they're offended.
I just did a whole thing on my rant show.
And it's like, technically, if you're really going to be offended on something, you've got to be offended on all of it.
100%.
You can't laugh at the black people don't tip joke and then not laugh at the white women buy too much Lululemon.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It's all the same shit.
There's so much fine print. There's so much fine print. I want to say this chick is like, you're mad at me because you specifically don't like me. There's something about me that I just did this gay bar last night. I don't know why I just take every gig. I'm just such a stage whore, and like I need such.
What was the show?
It's a downtown gay bar, so you know that shit. Which look, I like
the Mexican one.
I don't even know. It was on the corner, and it was just like.
I love that I know the downtown. Is it the Mexican one? Because
I corner of this and that.
I did a Mexican gay bar. It is brutal, but whatever.
Well, because on the show and the people, everybody in the show and who booked the show, wonderful people.
Yeah,
it was all gay guys, chicks, and then me. I was the only straight guy.
Yeah.
And when I walk out, they know who the straight guy is.
Of course. And they're mad that Trump won. They're mad at you.
And they think I'm the guy who shoved them in their lockers in high school and called them faggots.
Yeah.
And I'm not that guy at all. I had a bad drug problem, bro. I went deep into some weird ass shit, dude.
Yeah.
I was in hotel rooms with crazy fucking people, and I was the lower companion.
Right.
I'm not judging anybody, dog. I've been surfing Craigslist looking at weird shit too. That's who fucking I am. So I'm not judging fucking anybody.
Yeah.
But when I walk out, there's a shift in an energy, man.
Yeah.
And it's like, for the late, I go, if I to the chick in Chicago, I go, if that was Louis C.K. or that was Sarah Silverman, you would have been laughing your ass off, because you have to, and all political correctnesses, and I told him about this, was that it is just simply what makes white women comfortable.
Yeah.
With this weird kind of fucking oppression math that they do.
You're right.
It's like, you were suppressed for 300 years through slavery. Feel free to rack on everybody, but gay guys. You can't make fun of gay guys.
Well, Joey Diaz has that joke where he's shooting a movie and he's got to be a gangster, and they keep saying like, "Look, you need to be meaner and angrier." And he's going, "You motherfucker, cocksuckers," and they go, "Be angry," and he keeps doing it. And then the very last time he says faggot, and they're like, "You can't say faggot."
No, I think he even said the N-word in it. Like he's like dropping N-bombs on him.
You guys know the joke. I'm butchering it, but it's like they're cool with everything. He's saying you're a gook and a spick and all this shit. But once he says faggot, they're like, "You can't say that." I love that joke. But so how does this affect? You're not going to stop doing this material.
I'm not.
You're going to be Sam no matter what.
I've decided to get more selective. After that gig last time, I can't mentally beat myself up anymore.
Yeah. Because this affected you. And first of all, what can management do other than fire you, which they're not going to do because they probably love watching you perform?
I think they do. I don't even know anymore. I don't even, I mean, like... they
kept
about
you.
The Edmonton show was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Those owners are the best owners in fucking.
They're great.
I mean, when I first started playing there, every night I got off stage, one of the owners, Tammy or her husband, would go, Can you get dirtier? They literally said that to me. They're like, "Can you get more filthy on stage? You're the filthy guy." And I'm like, I'm just going up on stage. I'm like, "I'm gonna eat your ass." And I'm just doing. Yeah. And I get off stage. Staff was like, "That was so much better." I was like,
that's a fun ass club.
It's fun.
Nice staff and
it's fun.
Yeah.
But you're playing some of these rooms and just people like, oh.
I know. Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, why do you want to hear what you already know?
Yeah.
Imagine going to a movie and you're like, "Oh, I could have done this." Like,
but that's what it's become now. Twitter is an echo chamber. It's just, by the way, Google echo chamber, everybody, because someone told me it was an echo chamber, and I Googled it and I read, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "This is all it is now. We're just finding what we want to hear." 100%. And that's what's so awesome about stand-up comedy is you're going to go to a show, you're going to hear something you don't agree with. If it's done well, you're going to laugh at it, and it may challenge you, and that's awesome. That's the best. That's the whole point of this country.
When did getting offended become the worst thing ever in the world of all time?
Yeah. Outrage is hot right now.
I'm doing this new bit, and it's just about how like everyone thinks their pain and suffering is so unique.
Correct.
Like their pain and suffering is this fucking snowflake that no one else understands.
Yeah.
I was telling the other day about how like it's like Ronda Rousey lost her first fight, and she went on Ellen. She's like, and then one time.
Yeah.
I thought about killing myself, and I was like blown away. I'm like, one time?
Yeah, that's it.
I thought about it during breakfast today. I mean, like on the drive over here, I think about it all the, it's like you're not unique.
Yeah.
And why do you think nothing to me says more about white privilege than political correctness.
Yeah.
And the thought of you should go talk to management and that your view of the world is the meter in which all should be.
Do you know that that hamburger place called Father's Office?
No.
In Santa Monica. There's also one. They don't do ketchup. All right. So if you ask for ketchup, do you know what they say? No, we don't do ketchup. I just fucking love that. They just decided like the customer isn't always right. We're right. We make the perfect burger, and you're not getting fucking ketchup.
What if you brought your own ketchup?
I think you probably could, but I just it's like the PC thing. It's like, we're not apologizing.
No.
This is what we fucking are.
No.
If you want ketchup, go to a fucking different place.
Yeah.
I love it.
I told that chick at the shot club, she started telling me, I go, I've been doing comedy almost 20 years. I'm never going to listen to anything you say.
I love it.
This isn't about me hearing from you what I think you should do. This is me just going, I'm sorry you didn't have a good time. Maybe next week you'll find a comic you enjoy.
I mean, I think that's more than kind. I had a woman, I do a joke about how to properly kill yourself with a gun. You don't put it under the chin, you don't put it to the eyes, because you put the gun in your mouth. And a woman came up and she said, I'm devastated. My father killed himself. Your joke is terrible. You're a bad person. And I honestly felt bad. I don't want to remind her of her dad. Apparently her dad killed himself with a rifle. So of course my joke is causing some shit. I felt bad. I said, I'm sorry you didn't like the joke. I said, I'm a comedian. I'm gonna do the joke. So then she got cunty, right? And she started yelling at me. And then I was like, fuck you. I was nice. And I think that's the nicest thing. The best thing you can do is be nice and go, I'm sorry I didn't enjoy it. Goodbye.
Yeah.
But once they elevate,
it's just like, we can't know like we can't do a survey like what anyone had this happen to anybody. And like the thought of like your joke is in a different way, but the same thing. My joke's like, we think about it.
Yeah.
And like, we got to talk about it.
Yeah.
And like, I've seen like going back to Louis C.K., the shit he's talked about on stage, like he says the M-word and he doesn't say it in an ironic way.
Yeah.
It's like meant to be like, no, I call this guy the M-word. And they're like, oh God. And they justify it in their fucking head. It's like, I get that lady had a lot of trauma in her life, but it's very naive to think that she would think that you knew that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Pam's here. Her dad killed herself. Let me do that joke real quick.
Don't do the wheelchair bit. I do a wheelchair bit every once in a while. Someone will say, hey, there's a guy in a wheelchair here. And I go, you don't need to tell me that. Because if it's a good joke, he's going to laugh too. And they always fucking do.
They always laugh.
They laugh.
I remember one time at the Comedy Store, there was a blind guy heckling everybody. And I walk in and it was, you ever walk in the OR where you just know the energy's weird? And you're like,
the OR can have a weird couple energies.
And they're like, it's a weird crowd, man. It's a weird fucking crowd. I'm like, why? What's going on? They're like, there's this blind guy. Yeah. He's in the crowd and he's heckling everybody and he's really like making everybody miserable. And then when they try to deal with him,
they're being too nice, probably.
So I watch.
Don't take it easy. He's blind.
I watch Brett Ernst go up on stage, and Brett's doing his act, and this guy's like, not like literally yelling, not funny.
He's a blind fucking guy,
right?
Yeah.
And of course, Brett gets to fight eyes of fucking Jersey Shore. Huh? Who said that? I'll kick a fucking ass. And they're like, someone yells, he's blind, and then instantly goes, oh, I'm sorry, man. Yeah. And then it just fucks us. I go, I'm gonna murder this guy. I'm gonna fucking kill this dude.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Please welcome Sam Tripoli. Start doing not funny. Boom! I jump on this dude and I start murdering. And for the first time, he is smiling the whole show.
He loves it.
I'm like, you're fucking blind. And she's like, he's my husband. I go, he went blind looking at your pussy, lady. And the place goes crazy. Of course, Dom Herrera comes up and like shits on me. But I'm like, Dom, I fucking took care of everybody. Yeah. He comes out and he takes pictures with me. He's like, thank you.
Isn't it funny? They want to be treated like
human beings.
And I don't say they, meaning handy. I just mean like, everyone deserves to be insulted. That's like, that's.
Everybody goes around them handing them with kids' gloves.
Tosh has the joke about the Make-A-Wish kids, and I forget the whole joke, but he says the kids loved the joke, the parents not so much. But it's about like, you better die, you better die soon or something, and the kids fucking laugh because they wanted that's what he does, Sam, when is your birthday?
October 28th.
Okay, how was that? Right by Halloween.
This one, I'm not so much into birthdays anymore. My girlfriend cares more. But first, I got a girlfriend. Yeah. Like Christmas is coming up. Yeah. And she's all about it. And she's a fucking Jew. Yeah. It drives me nuts.
She's a Jew into Christmas.
She's a Jew into Christmas, and it's so fucking annoying.
So what? So
you can't kill Christ and get gifts. That's my fucking rule.
So do you guys? Are you gonna do Christmas? You gonna give gifts?
Yeah, I mean, we do simple gifts. Yeah. I'm just not, I mean, like...
And birthday? Like, what'd you do this last birthday for Sam?
My whole thing is, like, she got me a new Raider hat, and I have to go...
the fucking Raider hat.
Katana, and get the lobster roll. That's my jam.
I haven't done it. So that's what you did this
That's what I love to do. Okay. That's what I love to do. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. I've had a couple traumatizing birthdays when I was young.
Yeah.
You know, one was like in Vegas way back in the day when I went to college there, and like I invited everybody, and 10 people showed up, and I was like, okay.
What was that? How old were you then?
I was like probably like 22, maybe. Yeah,
and you were doing drugs then, or what?
I was alcoholic.
You were an alcoholic.
I was just drinking. I didn't get into coke till much later on.
Really?
In particular at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
You know, because I can't say her name. I got in trouble in another podcast, but there was an era in which this chick ushered in a new era of coke.
See, that's so funny because when I met you, I guess I met you in your coke days, but I never knew. I had no clue.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't. I don't know.
I was doing it. I was just, I wouldn't trade those days for anything.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit whether my career got hurt or whatever.
Yeah.
Those were the golden days, the all or nothing days. I just need one thing to pop and I'm back in the mix.
You're back in the mix.
And I'm corporate Sam right now.
Do you think it affected your career?
You know, man, I
always wonder if that. Do you think?
I think I just get so honest on stage and I talk about what's going on, and that we just live in a pop comedy time where everything's about fucking. You know, where we're getting to like being a career politician where you can't have any flaws or being real, and you're just like, you got to be this clean fucking cut fucking bullshit, and it's just like that's not life. Like,
well, yeah, and I always find it so interesting now how many comics don't drink, and I do understand. Because I've gone, I like to drink, but I've also gone long periods of time where I don't drink, and I am more productive professionally when I'm not drinking. But comics used to be like flawed animals,
dude. It's everything.
And now it's like they're like fully branded, sober. And it is interesting.
Everything goes like that.
Yeah.
When the money starts coming in, the business people come in and they just change the game, and then we're all competing with them, and we can't be that fun, real person anymore. Unless you're someone like Bert Kreischer, who has like this really incredible niche that he's worked so hard to create, which is like, I'm a beer drinking dad.
I'm a fun dude. Yeah.
I'm a fun fucking dude.
Yeah.
But everybody's afraid because the connotations of cocaine that like you're like, it's fucking nobody wants to be the crazy blow guy. And I was like, dude, I love it. I fucking love it.
So this 22, you're in Vegas. You haven't even gotten into drugs yet.
Yeah, but this isn't even the birthday I was going to talk. I had a traumatizing
Tell me
birthday.
the traumatizing birthday.
I was about 15 years old.
Not as catchy. Traumatizing birthday is not as catchy as worst birthday, but much more impactful.
Worst birthday. This is the worst than the nobody showing up birthday, because at least I'm 22 in Vegas and I could still get
weird. And you
weird.
still got 10 people.
Yeah, 10 people. That's all you need.
That's more than enough.
My rule is, as long as you can play full court basketball, you got enough people.
Right. No subs, but we're fine. 5 on 5. So what happens when you're...
commercial timeouts.
What happens when you're 15?
So I'm from upstate New York.
Okay,
and,
where?
Cortland, just outside Syracuse.
Okay, my father's from Binghamton.
Yeah, dude, Broome County Arena. I used to go there all the time.
Love it.
Saw my first concert there.
Love it.
Saw Motley Crue. Saw
loudest show on earth, right?
Oh, dude, what's his name? Who's the lead singer? Vince Neil. I remember watching it, and I'm like, oh, I think he's pissed. Jump in the crowd and just start beating the fuck out of this guy.
Are you serious?
I'm like, fuck.
What? That was part of the show?
That was part of the show.
I fucking love it.
Then you got Tommy Lee goes on this big thing, and it just stops right in the middle of the fucking crowd. He's got to jump out. He's got to run through the crowd. Security's just nailing people trying to grab him, and you're like, this is the greatest crowd show ever.
My sister went to see Motley Crue, and she told me that the whole thing was we're the loudest show on earth, and I just love that because they didn't say best, they didn't say greatest, they didn't say most. They just said we're just going to be the fucking loudest.
100%, dude. And it's just like, you talk about blow and craziness.
Oh, I'm sure.
Imagine being 19 in Hollywood before AIDS, and you're just the biggest band in the fucking world at that point.
How are they still alive?
How does that dick not look like an acorn? Just taking beatings.
So, all right. So you're 15. Traumatizing birthday.
I live upstate. And my
how does your dick not look like an acorn? Is what Sam Tripoli just said.
Just riddled. My dad. A tradition was that on birthdays, we would go bowling.
Okay.
Me and my brother and my dad.
How old is your brother? Older or younger?
Younger.
Okay.
And that's very significant to the story.
Okay. How much younger?
2.5 years.
Okay.
And At one point, he was the #1 high school bowler in New York State.
Are you serious?
I'm not even lying. He could bowl. He would. We called him the White Bo Jackson because he was like the #1 bowler and like one of the top golfers. He could do all the white sports and like dominate.
Right.
And he could bowl. My brother got so good.
Yeah.
He could bowl with both hands.
Wow.
300s.
Well, I was going to ask you this because I read something years ago that the 300 was almost becoming, if you're a great bowler, it's just expected.
Yeah.
Like you just get 300s now.
Yeah.
And your brother...
Well, it's the lanes now and the way the lanes and the balls and the oils are. It's
Is that right?
It's kind of like... what's it like? I don't know if golf is a great analogy, but it's like, some of these sports. Oh, like a wide receiver. They have these gloves now.
These fucking gloves.
It's so you always see that it's so hard not to. You have to be really bad not to catch the ball.
I always wondered that, and then we compare wide receivers today with wide receivers 50 years ago, and it's like he was catching. They had one football
there
that
were
they all
shankings
used.
Going on.
Yeah, and there's one ball that both teams used. The thing was all exactly. So your brother could fucking bowl.
My brother was in like 8th grade bowling in grown men's leagues.
Right.
Like if someone didn't have enough, my brother hung out the bowling alley at night, grown man.
Yep.
And I'm talking about how like ESPN3 now has every sport started by drunk white guys in bars. Like,
correct.
And one of them is bowling. And my brother was like, fucking just.
I love darts, by the way. I'll watch the shit out of darts.
Dude, nothing beats arm wrestling, dude. If I had money right now, I would invest in that because they don't drug test these dudes, and these dudes come out with they all look like the bouncers at fucking Olympic Gardens, and they're just all jacked up. Yeah. I'm guarantee you, everybody there is on meth and fucking roids,
ready to go. I mean, the Nazis gave meth to the soldiers before war, because they would stay awake, they could be jacked up. I mean, why wouldn't you take meth if you're arm wrestling?
Oh, dude. It's probably why they lost the war. They were all high on meth trying to suck their own dicks in the bunkers, man.
I don't know if meth makes you try to suck your own dick.
Yeah, it does. Okay, trust me. I don't do coke anymore. Meth cured me of my coke problem.
Okay.
So
You're 15. Your brother can bowl.
Yes. So my brother dad takes me, and of course my brother, not even caring that it's my birthday, just hands me my ass in bowling.
Can you bowl?
I used to be able to really bowl, but I can't. Not anymore. Ari beat me in a bowling competition.
Are you serious?
Oh, so
Ari
bad.
Shafir beat you in a bowling.
Oh, I'm supposed to fight him at Ellis Mania in Vegas. We're supposed to have a boxing mixed martial arts. But my brother could beat me right out the gate, and my dad never ever tried to hide how pleased he was with how good my brother was and how he was whooping my ass.
Is your brother also just dad's favorite period? Compared to you?
Was. Now I'm the only one who returns phone calls at this point. So it's like my fucking my brother's my brother's like wandering the world trying to figure out his life. Like there is something about peaking in like 8th grade where you were like the best of the best, and now it's like, and he could have gone pro in bowling, but he just didn't want to do it. But he was whooping my ass. He whipped my dad could still beat him. But my brother was the best. He was beating my ass, and it was like a horrible way to start your fucking birthday.
Yeah, it's not a cool way.
Yeah, it's like it's my birthday.
And make it kind of close, right?
Yeah, and it's like 15, which is my dad really let me know that this is the last year I didn't have a job. This is like we got a year, and then you're going to work, and I'm not paying for anything anymore.
Was your dad was in your life he's
still in my life.
Yeah, it's in your life.
I went to the Ha Ha Cafe, just walked into the Christmas party, and they gave me a ticket, and literally as soon as they handed me a ticket, they drew my number. I want a giant television. I'm going to give it to my dad.
I saw that on your Instagram.
Yeah, I literally walked in, and they just they handed me a ticket, and they pulled it.
And you got a giant TV.
I'm like, where should I go? Joking, and nobody wanted to help me because people wanted the fucking television.
Yeah, of course.
So I literally I'm just going to pick the one right in the fucking middle.
Booyah.
Open it, boom.
TV.
33-inch television.
Oh, that's awesome. Where does your dad live?
He lives in, I wish I could tell you some stuff about my dad, but he lives in Prescott, and he calls me from the office, and the office is the Indian casino that he gambles at every fucking night.
Okay.
My dad is living a life of a college kid. He's just banging black chicks and fucking playing poker, and that's all he's doing.
I don't know. You just summed up my college.
Yeah, right.
Banging black chicks and playing poker.
She used to date the woman he's dating right now. Used to dance on Soul Train. which is shout out to Detroit.
Much love, Soul Train. Yeah, of course.
Used to do the funky chicken. That was her claim to fame, and now she fucking gave my dad diabetes.
Oh shit!
Because he's having that black diet.
Yeah, that's
everything's orange soda,
waffles
and fucking waffle
syrup. So what the fuck? Your brother's kicking your ass. You're 50. I don't know why I said waffles. I was thinking of Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, which, by the way, I love as well.
Yeah, I love it. It's overrated.
It's overrated.
It's so dry. That's why they need hot sauce on everything. It's so fucking dry. So I go to it. Hi, Aaron. How are you? So I go, and my brother just hands me my ass. So this is the star of this birthday.
Yeah.
So even though I'm 15, I'm still kind of into collecting baseball cards.
Yeah.
Cards. I used to collect it. I mean, like me and my buddy Tony, we would just...
What's up, Tony?
Shout out, Tony.
Yeah.
Tony, by the way, went on and became a hardcore Christian. And,
interesting.
So interesting. But that's a different podcast. But we would collect... I mean, I still have them, all the cards at home, all these amazing cards. So there was a big baseball card exhibit going on in Cortland that day, and my dad's like, I'll take it down.
Okay. You already lost in bowling.
Licking my wounds.
Yep.
So my dad takes me this thing, and it's like I'm in heaven. There's all the cards there, and I'm like, I got that one.
These were fun as hell, these things.
Dude, I love cards.
I don't even think I liked baseball, but I liked baseball cards. Dude, fun.
When you were a kid, I'm a little older than you, the thing was to find the Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah.
He was going to be the great one, and he still ended up being great, but those last 8 years diminished it.
Yeah.
But he was like, oh,
what a great swing and fucking...
Just a kid. He was just a kid, dude.
Yeah.
And the greatest baseball game I ever saw in my life was the only time Don Manley ever made it to postseason with the Yankees, because he was before Don Steinberg decided to buy everybody.
Right.
And they finally made it, and it was up against Randy Johnson, Ken Griffey Jr., and the Seattle Mariners. And it was that huge game.
You were at that game?
No,
you were watching on TV.
I remember watching it. It was so big because it was like Don Manley finally made the fucking playoffs, man.
Yeah.
Like the mustache is in.
Yeah.
And he's going up against that giant Randy Johnson. I remember
a beast, this guy.
That's when I realized how playoff baseball, the rest of the season could just be set on fire.
Yeah, correct.
But playoff baseball is just like such chess.
Every pitch, every base runner, every signal has significance and meaning, which is the complete opposite of the regular season, which is why it's so fun. Exactly.
Call up some guy from AAA.
I mean, it's like the catcher doesn't even know the fucking signals half the time. Playoff baseball is so fun. You're right.
It's so good, man. I was so happy for Donnie Baseball.
Yeah.
And
all right, so you're at this baseball convention.
Yeah, a baseball card convention, grabbing everything, and I see a Michael Jordan rookie card.
Whoa.
This is 87, dog.
Yeah.
He's already kind of established that this is going to be his league.
Yeah.
I look at the card, mint condition.
Yeah.
$50
for a Michael Jordan rookie. Yeah. I mean, the picture I always loved the rookie cards.
Always
and it wasn't even like a great picture because they didn't really know who was going to be great. They just, you
had a feeling that Michael Jordan was going to do something great.
Yeah.
Because he just broke it. He had this incredible rookie season, had this down period, then he had another one.
Yeah.
But he was anointed at this time.
Correct. 87, yeah.
And I go, Dad, it's my birthday.
Yeah.
Buy me this fucking card.
Jordan rookie,
87. Dad. It's only $50.
Yeah.
This thing's going to be worth $1 billion fucking dollars.
Yeah.
Nope, not going to do it. Dad, it's my birthday. You never have to buy me another birthday. I'm about to turn 16. He's slowly never going to buy me anything after this again.
Yeah, because you got to get a fucking job after this.
Dude, I bought my own car, fucking drove off the lot, boom, engine just caught on fire. That was my history of my life.
You just bought the car?
When I just bought a car at 16, the engine blew up as I left.
Did they fucking return it?
No, they were scumbags.
Yeah.
My dad had to go fight this fucking dude. So... Dad, buy it.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Dad, I think he bought me like a Sandy Alomar card for like $8 fucking.
Yeah.
That card today is now worth $7,000.
I was going to ask Aaron to look it up. Michael Jordan rookie is now worth $7K.
$6,783.
Jesus Christ. Why was the guy selling it for 50? We think it was fake?
No, dude, it was like back in the day. He hadn't gone on that crazy run yet.
Yeah.
And then he just blew it up, and it's just like, I remember going, Dad, this is the card. I'm like, you cheap bitch.
Can you sell it? I know it's worth $7K, but can you actually sell it for $7K?
Someone will buy it.
Yeah, someone will.
For $7K.
Yeah.
Like I was just on my friend's show and we were talking about stadium events. It's the video game. Have you heard about this video game?
No.
It's like they only made 12,000 copies of it.
Okay.
And the word is it only got sold in one Nordstrom's, and there's still a debate whether that happened.
Right.
And it never really got out. And it's so fucking rare to find one.
It's a video game?
It's a video game. And that if you find one, it's worth about $50,000. And the box itself, just Stadium Game, the box, Stadium Events, is $10,000. If you can find just the box. And there's
if you have one, email me, Michael@michaelkosta.com.
Get it going. So he didn't buy that.
Yeah.
So that was the big thing. So
you lost in bowling. Dad won't buy you a fucking. Your dad just lost $6,950.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Yeah. As a kid, I'm fucking down $6,000, man. Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous. So then I decided that my mom wanted to. My mom, even though I'm 15, I was still gonna have some friends over.
Yep.
We were gonna do a little sleepover.
That's cool
because we had gotten Sega or Nintendo. And we'd had Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
The best,
we just got Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
I love it.
So
a lot of sports in your life.
I've loved sports.
I mean, bowling to start, baseball. I mean, you just.
I never liked to
your
play
podcast is the Punch Drunk podcast, right? Yeah. And where can people listen to that?
You can go iTunes everywhere. Just Punch Drunk Sports with Arj Fear, Jason Tebow, myself.
It's great.
Our network is about to launch next year. We're working with all. We're like a branch now of All Things Comedy.
Yep.
We got a new website about to come out, hopefully in the new year, and then we're supposed to get in a new studio, so we'll see what happens.
Okay, cool. So Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Yes. So we get the Mike Tyson Punch. So I'm going to have a big party.
Yep.
And we've had the game for a little while. I have a big party. Invited a couple guys over, my friends, Tony, this guy named Jeff, a couple other fucking people.
Yep.
It's a pizza sleepover.
Yep. Classic.
So they come over. The classics, right?
Classic.
Did you love the pizza sleepover?
Yeah, dude. You had to do that.
I just like this birthday very much had a vibe of Stranger Things. Like you just meant like it was a very
You hung out in the rec room.
Yeah. Downstairs it was my dad decided just to make the downstairs a hangout room.
Love it.
Panel, all this shit.
Well, in upstate New York, you probably had basements, right?
100%.
Michigan,
dude.
like the basement was the shit.
Just get shady, dude. Hide liquor in the wood.
Yes.
Fucking my dad made us throw wood because he wanted to have. We had a fireplace, so we'd have to throw wood. That like our chores and punishment was 100 pieces of wood. I was so pissed, bro. These kids got nothing. They don't have to do shit.
Yeah, they don't do shit.
I had to fucking haul wood, homeboy.
Yeah.
Fucking wood.
First day of summer vacation, my sophomore year in high school, my dad said, "Hey, you see that like meadow and that forest?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "This summer you're going to clean that out." And it was like, oh shit! Now for 2 months, me and fucking Jimmy Meeks cleaned out the forest, and it sucked. But
shout out Jimmy Meeks.
Yeah, what up, buddy? All right, so what's happening with Mike Tyson's Punch-Out?
So I'll get to it. So we order the best pizza in the world is Pudgy's Pizza.
Okay.
Yeah, they used to do a 32 slice pizza.
Holy shit!
It was a giant sheet pizza. You never see that anywhere anymore.
No, you don't see those big party pizzas.
You don't, dude. In LA, you don't. You go to fucking Papa John's for like a thin crust 8 slice. It's like $20.
No, I agree.
It's fucking retarded, man.
Northeast and the Midwest know how to do fucking party.
They know how to do party pizza.
Correct.
So Pudgy's Pizza. Shout out Pudgy's. It's still the best. Someone just got shot in Oswego, but that's not the point.
Whatever.
Great pizza. They order a party pack. They get it over, right? We bring it in, and my dog Brandy gets so excited, jumps on me, knocks the pizza over.
Oh,
the
shit.
pizza falls. My dad's like, fucking clean it up, and we had to eat it. My dad wouldn't even get new fucking pizza.
You better put some water on that shit. Your dog knocked the pizza, and you got to eat it.
Got to eat it.
I mean, You're not buying an extra pizza.
You're not buying another 32 pizza.
Nice. It's like a 4-foot long
Imagine
pizza.
if you call back, they'd be like another one. It's like, what's wrong with this family? They ate all this. And then it was back in the day when you ordered mushrooms and you couldn't see the pizza. You just got gray. You got a giant sheet of gray. Right. Now you order pizza. It's like one mushroom on each slice.
I hate that shit.
It's like,
I got a Hawaiian the other day and there was like one of the pizzas didn't even have pineapple on it. I was like,
it's just rude.
Give me some fucking Hawaiian, son.
What are we doing? So my pizza gets knocked over.
Yep.
And I got to eat the pizza. Yep. Like my dad's yelling out. My dad's yelling 5-second rule.
Right.
You know, so we're eating the pizza.
Shit. Yep. Sounds like a shitty birthday. I like how you said this was traumatizing. I keep waiting for you to be like molested.
It gets okay.
Okay.
So then we're eating the pizza, and we're playing a video game.
Yep.
And I keep going, hey Jeff, do you wanna play? He's like, no, I'm good. I'm gonna stay here on the couch. He stays on the couch.
Okay.
Never moves the whole night. I'm like, what the fuck, Jeff? Get the fuck off the couch. Nah, dude, I'm good. Stays there. We're playing. My brother comes down. He wants to play Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Yeah.
And apparently he's been playing it a lot because he fucking beats Mike Tyson.
Oh, God damn it. He beats Mike Tyson?
He beats Mike Tyson.
I still can't beat that fucking guy.
He fucking beats Mike Tyson. That's my brother always been like. Beats Mike Tyson on my motherfucking birthday, dog.
Yeah.
Beats him. So it's my birthday. I got one thing to do, and that's beat that kid's ass.
Yeah.
I used to beat my brother up so much, we would make up new wrestling federations for him to have the belt up. You're like, he's the GGC heavyweight champion.
Did you kick the shit out of your brother?
All the time,
because Todd, my brother, 3 years old, he used to kick the shit out of me.
And it's still in his head because he talks mad shit to me. I go, just bring it, dude. Whenever
are you still close with your brother?
Yes, I'm very close. He sometimes drives me fucking nuts.
Of course, that's your family.
But it is family. But I do love him to death, and we're very close.
And he's wandering the earth right now.
Well, he went on this streak where he just ran strip bars, and he was so happy. But my brother always wants to be like Steve Jobs tomorrow. Like he wants to get hired. Yeah. Like if All Things Comedy hired him, he'd want to be El Magical tomorrow.
Right.
Like he has no clue about like how to move up.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't like he is. We're so similar and we're so different, and we're like, he is great in offices. He knows how to work stuff.
Yeah.
But he can't sit there and be like, okay, I'll just wait. It's eventually good, but he wants to run it.
He's impatient.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's how he's always been. So, yeah, I used to beat his ass, right?
Yeah.
Well, my mom sees that we're fighting, and she ends the fucking birthday. She ends the fucking birthday because I just beat my brother's ass, made him fucking cry. She kicks everybody out. You got to go home. It's just, I'm sorry, call your parents. We had an emergency over there. Everybody's got to go the fuck home. Jeff gets up from the bed, runs out from the couch. He shit his pants.
What?
Jeff shit his pants, didn't get off the fucking couch, and the couch smelled like asshole, and my mom had to air it out for 2 days.
Why? That's why he wasn't standing up.
That's why he wasn't getting up.
Why is anyone shitting their pants at age 15?
I don't know, man.
You still friends with Jeff?
I didn't.
Facebook?
No, I don't think so.
He shit his pants?
Yeah.
You think it was the pizza that had Brandy's breath on it? Was it the Brandy breath pizza? So, recap. Brother beats you in bowling. Dad doesn't buy you Michael Jordan rookie card. I mean, come on, Dad. That's a big mistake.
Dude, worst investment ever.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Brother comes down, beats Mike Tyson. You kick his ass. Mom cancels the party. Jeff shits himself. That is disgusting.
Yeah.
I love that your mom also aired the couch out for 2 days. She didn't throw the couch away.
No, she aired it out.
She aired it out. Did anybody sing you happy birthday, you think?
I think so.
How did this birthday affect you think, in your life? If it did.
I mean...
Did it help you tell a good story? You tell great stories now. You think...
Maybe.
Yeah.
I've never really told that story before.
Really?
Yeah. I should. I don't really go back and tell like the kids' stories from before.
And when I asked you about worst birthday, that did pop into your brain. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, that and the other one in Vegas.
The Vegas
Funny
one.
thing about my mom, she literally wanted me to have a babysitter till I was like in 10th grade.
Is that right?
Like, how fucking funny is that?
If I were to ask your mom about your 15th birthday, would she remember that?
I don't know if she remembered that one, but she would remember that Jeff shit the.
She would definitely remember that.
Yes.
That is weird that he shit himself. Have you ever shit yourself?
Yeah.
You have?
You've never
Aaron,
shit
too?
yourself?
I've gotten
Ever?
close. No, I mean, I remember I was driving to Rooster Tea Feathers up in Sunnyvale, and I got pretty close.
Dude, I've shit my...
Like full shit?
Dude, dude, the other day, my asshole was just holding on like, fucking hold the door!
Yeah,
hold the door! Like,
line.
yeah.
Right.
And I had to go to, I shit at the for one time, like last week, 3 nights in a row, I shit in a McDonald's because I couldn't get home in time.
Right.
And I was telling them, I put my, I got into the bathroom. I didn't even look, and I just jumped on the toilet and dropped it.
Yep.
And as soon as I dropped, I felt water on my ass, and I'm like, "What the fuck's going on?" I looked down. The toilet's already flooded.
Oh shit.
But but it's a sensor. It's a movement sensor thing.
Right.
So I'm having some weird like Saw moment. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. If I fucking move, it's gonna flood over. If I don't move, I'm stuck here.
You're stuck on the toilet.
Yeah.
Nothing has been more detrimental to the human bathroom experience than motion sensor.
It's unbelievable.
It never works. Never fucking
And then
works.
you go to the fucking fountain and it doesn't ever read you.
No, never reads it. Jeff, if you're listening and you remember this event where you shit yourself, reach out to us using hashtag worstbdaypod or email me, michael@michaelkosta.com, or check out Sam. Where do people find all your information?
I'm on every social media at Sam Tripoli, Tripoli.
Yeah.
Then youtube.com/Sam Tripoli.
Sam Tripoli. If I were to ask you your favorite or best birthday right now, does anything come into mind?
Well, on my 21st birthday, I was blackout drunk by 9 o'clock.
Okay. And it was fun.
It was fun. I mean, like, I've had some good... I mean, like, my college years are great birthdays. After that, I mean, Dana, my girlfriend I've been with forever, used to throw me surprise parties all the time. Very funny. She threw me a bowling party, too.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I have a lot of social anxiety.
Yeah.
And...
Really?
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's bad. Like,
really?
Especially that I'm sober. It's like, it's been the hardest part of being sober.
Well, probably the drinking helped you.
Oh, and the blow helped? You do a rail blow. You're Vince Neil, Motley Crue, fucking 85, bro. You're like, who wants a business plan? Yeah. You know?
We're building a roller coaster. So you got some social anxiety. Yeah. So, okay.
So I just don't like I have a real problem with bothering people. Like,
okay.
Especially in this town, that's the worst thing. Like, I watch friends of mine, Tony Hinchcliffe, just go up and ask for shit constantly.
It's unbelievable.
And it's just like, and you know what? Maybe he doesn't get everything, but he gets a lot of it.
I have a friend in New York, and New Yorkers are extra pushy, but he's like, you got to ask for what you want. And he's right. But that's not how... I just wasn't raised like that.
I'm not... I just don't want to bother anybody, and I have an ego where it's like... I don't want to... But like 2 people I know that do it a lot, get a lot of shit going.
You do get a lot of shit. We just... Before you came here, we had Henry Phillips here, and...
Oh, he's great.
He's great, he's hilarious, he's fantastic, and it's another example of just an understated, very successful, very funny comedian, and it's like, why is he not on an Amy Schumer level? And then, but you know, it's a lot of shit. But I could see him not asking. I could see him not and it's just a challenge.
I think he's wonderful. I thought his clown movies were great.
Dude, Punching the Clowns.
He's
great.
such a nice dude.
Yeah.
But you know what, man? It's like, you know, that Amy Schumer. Like, you watch what she's going through right now. I mean, we all want to be huge, but do we really want that? I mean, like, it just seems like right now she's a pinata.
Yeah, it is.
And
yeah.
I'm like,
she also posts these fucking Instagram posts of like, I'm proud of my body. And then it's like 9,000 words. And I'm like, you know, I'm not a woman. I can't relate. But it's also like, okay, great. Nice blog post, I guess.
I don't even know. Like, women and their fucking, it's just like, it's So, I mean, going back, everybody's pain is unique. That's what they want to act
Correct.
like. And it's like, well, you're kind of where you are because you are a fucking thick bitch, you know? It's just the fucking truth, dude. It's just like certain people want to let certain things happen, and it's just like the problem with me is I just can't get anyone to. I have no group. I'm like Boba Fett, dude. I'm like a lone assassin.
You're good, Sam. You're good.
You know what's so funny is like I was just listening to someone said Bill Burr. Bill Burr put it best. He's so good. And the best thing he ever said was, when you're not famous in a comic, every show is an away game.
Right.
When you're fucking famous, every show is a home game. And last night, that gay bar, I was at an away game. It was so obvious.
The refs are fucking calling traveling on you, even though you weren't traveling.
Yeah.
The ticky-tack fouls.
Yeah, everything.
But that's also why, I say we, but that's why you get good. You're playing an away game every fucking night for 20 years, and then eventually, when it becomes a home game, you got it.
I can tell you this.
You got it.
I feel like I am working at the best I've ever worked in terms of my premises.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it's the hardest I've ever had to work.
Yeah.
More than everything.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because when I was young, I was just talking about dropping all that dick on everybody because that's what my life was.
Yeah.
And now it's like, I'm just like, okay, I'm older.
Yep.
I'm dealing with older.
We got to deal with other shit now.
I'm watching all my friends slowly become conservatives. Like, so weird. It's like my buddy's like, hey, dude, you ever watch Bill O'Reilly? I'm like, what did you just freaking say to me? You know, so it's just an interesting thing. But
yeah,
I just feel like I'm working my new album's about to come out in about a month and a half.
Where can we get it?
It's going to be everywhere. It's called The Diabolical. It's a two CD album. Like the first one's me crushing it, and then the last one's called Friday Night Late Show, where it's just like that drunk, sloppy crowd. And I'm just about 5 minutes into this thing, I realized this is unrecordable, and I just start wailing on people.
Where is it recorded?
It was at the Sacramento Punchline. A lot of people like, oh, I hate that club. I'm like, I love it.
I love that. That's always a fun club next to the mattress shop.
Sacramento is the most underrated city. That and Tampa are so underrated because it's just like they come there to laugh.
Yeah, they're having fun. They don't take shit too seriously. Meanwhile, San Francisco, they're so in their own head. You tell a dick joke and they don't laugh because they're like, we're above that. It's like, guys, just relax, man. Just fucking relax and laugh.
But it's like you watch some of their people who there's no bigger dick joke comic than fucking Louis C.K.
Yeah.
There's no bigger. I remember watching David Cross's album. I'm like, this guy's filthy.
Yeah.
How is this guy old? Because he wears glasses?
Yeah, because he looks
just funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
And it's just like because you look like them. Because they love.
It's the look.
It just comes down to, dude. You know, it's like the progressive left is of the 2016 is exactly like the religious right of the fucking early 90s.
I've been losing Twitter followers because I've been tweeting, "Hey, LA Coastals, you're as shitty as my fucking Michigan militia friends."
Yeah.
You're literally as terrible.
It's
and then I literally watch fucking 300, 400 people leave my Twitter, but I'm just like, I'm so sick of it.
It's McCarthyism, dude. If you really think about what McCarthyism was, it was a witch chase to destroy people. That in the end of the day, it really wasn't what they believed. They just don't like them. And that's how they apply political correctness, is they don't like you. Like if if Larry the Cable Guy did half the jokes Sarah Silverman did, they would fucking destroy him.
It'd be tough.
Destroy him. And it's just like, it has to do with I like you. And I've said this before on Rogan's podcast, but the truth is, everybody just wants a world that plays to their strengths and outlaws their weaknesses.
Echo chamber.
And we just see, like, if you watch Amy Schumer, she's doing everything a guy does. Bang way out of her league. Fuck it, hang out with more famous people. It's just the same fucking thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sam Tripoli. He's got opinions on everything.
I talk too much?
I love this. Absolutely not. Absolutely.
I feel like every podcast I do, I just talk
No. By the way, you run a podcast. You love when the guest has shit to say.
I love it. Dude.
I love it. I've been on your podcast. It's super fun.
You should come back on, dude. It's cooking with gas.
Anytime. Last time I did your podcast, I went to the wrong fucking place. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was so down at the fucking other design center. How many design centers can be on one street?
I was like at the wrong place. ladies and gentlemen, please check out, is it samtripoli.com?
Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't update that much anymore,
but it's all his social is Sam Tripoli, and check out Punch Drunk Sports on the All Things Comedy Network. Thank you for sharing your worst birthday.
Anytime. Thank you for having me on, dude. I appreciate it. You're one of my favorites.
Thanks, Sam. Sam Tripoli, you guys. Check him out on YouTube. Instagram is funny. Twitter. October 28th. That Michael Jordan rookie card for $50. What's it worth now, Aaron?
About $6,000.
Wow.
One 3 years ago was a pristine copy, went for $100,000.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. So
Sam's dad, you just lost $100,000, more or less. Funny how this guy has opinions, dude, and I love talking to Sam. I mean, I just ended the podcast, and then he stays in another 20 minutes telling us about how Russia didn't actually hack Hillary Clinton's emails, and the CIA flooded the ghettos with crack. I mean, he's just got opinions, and I fucking love listening to him. And to anyone out there that's seen Sam Tripoli live, you don't forget it, man. He's funny, and he's subversive, and it's great stuff. So please check it out. I always enjoy Sam, and I'm thankful that he hired me for his game show called Squabble, which hopefully you guys will see eventually. This is Michael Kosta, and we're doing the Worst Birthday Podcast on the All Things Comedy Network. You can always check out this podcast and many other great podcasts at allthingscomedy.com, and you can listen to every single one of my podcast episodes at worstbirthday.com. And if you're an Amazon shopper, sorry, it's been a long day. My brain is kind of fried. If you're an Amazon shopper, go to worstbirthday.com, click on our Amazon banner ad, and do your shopping, and it gives us a little kickback, which helps run this podcast. So thank you for that. Tweet us using hashtag worstbdaypod or hashtag worstbirthday. You can find all of my live dates at michaelkosta.com. If you leave a review on SoundCloud, Stitcher, or iTunes, please leave your Instagram or your Twitter handle in the review, and I will gladly, personally shout out. 5 stars is always appreciated. It goes a long way. Thank you very much, everybody. Every Thursday, a new Worst Birthday Podcast. Happy holidays, or whatever you're celebrating. Happy Worst Birthday. Thanks, guys.